Hi, I'm Melanie Fiona, and you're watching New Music Director. Your artist, your music, your link. I was completely overwhelmed by that Grammy nomination. I had never been that overwhelmed by any feeling in my life, really. I did the ugly cry in front of people I didn't even know, but I got a Grammy nomination. That's pretty cool. Where I started in the bridge, it was giving people a sense of who I am. Even if I wasn't sure at the time who I actually was. But I knew who I was at that moment. And that was a new artist to share everything that she had been working towards my whole life, to pay homage to the artists and the music and the people who influenced me to help get me to that point. That's what the bridge was. It was about bridging people together, bridging me to the rest of the world. Gone is a very, very special record. Where I left people off with the bridge, I wanted to come back with something that was going to be extremely emotional and very powerful. With a song like It Kills Me off the first album, it was very interesting for me to have to see how people were affected by the words and the emotion of that record. So with Gone and Never Coming Back, it's almost like the continuation of that story, another take of that emotion. Can't you hear me crying? 'Cause I need you back. I know I'm not the only person out there who's ever lost someone. Death is something that's very real, and everybody's unfortunately had to say goodbye to somebody or lose someone. And that's just where I hope that that song hits people, in the real emotion of those feelings and that frustration and the sadness and the pain that comes with having to say goodbye to someone. Gone and Never Coming Back means closing a chapter in my life. It relates to losing someone that I really loved at one time. It's different meanings for different people. The MF life is about the ups and the downs. It's about the balance of life. It's about the yin and the yang. It's about showing people that you just gotta ride that wave. You know, sometimes life is the mighty fine life. Sometimes life is the mother effing life. I've gotten a little bit more vulnerable and a little deeper on this album. I just hope that people feel connected to it on that very poetic level. There's a song on there that I wrote, I'm not quite sure what it's called yet, if it's Gotta Be Me or I Don't Wanna Be. Either way, they both kind of indicate what I'm talking about on that album or on that song, and that is being true to who you are, not allowing what other people say and what other people's expectations of you are to dictate how you should live your life and who you actually are. I don't want to be what you want me to be. I just gotta be me. I get really intense on that record, and I want people to be able to find their story in who they are and who they're wanting to be and who they've been struggling or fighting against, whatever the challenges they're fighting against, to be who they are. I just hope that they understand that they're not alone in that, and it's okay. If I could call a genre on this album that I've kind of classified it as, it would be Stadium Soul. I needed these songs to feel big, to stand alone if there was no melody and if there was no lyrics, like it was being played in an arena. And I feel like soul is not necessarily a genre, it's a feeling. It's the thing that moves you. It's that thing that you have inside, that we all have inside. And this music touches that, and it grabs a hold of that and kind of makes you feel something. Supernova was one of those records that I didn't even know what was happening when it happened, because it just kind of became a moment that was bigger than the album. It was one of the most powerful creative moments I've ever had, because I felt the universe, as crazy as that sounds, speaking to me. It was an amazing moment that I'll never forget. My manager turned to me and she says, "This is a responsibility, what you're writing right now." That's how I feel about the music. That message of you're a supernova. I'm a supernova. I go up and over. I don't do this for the glory or for what people might say. I'm gonna do this my own way, starting today. And that line for me just really reminds me why people are, I guess, sometimes shocked when they meet me, because I don't do this to be recognized or to be, you know, rushed on the street and to have my name in lights. It's not it. It's not what it's about. The biggest risk I've taken as an artist would be saying no to being like other artists. I had a lot of people that I looked up to and respected and thought were experts in the music industry that kind of just was like, you know what? You could do that, but if you do this, you'll probably be a lot further. don't worry, just sing this song. It'll be okay. No, I know. It doesn't really have the best message for young girls, but you should just do it anyways. And don't sing live. And don't sing that well, because it intimidates people, and people can't sing along with you. One of the biggest risks I ever took was saying no to all those people and saying boo. And saying, you know what, I don't know. I think I'm doing all right by being able to intelligently have a conversation, to stand on talent, and have self-respect. Hi, I'm Melanie Fiona, your new music director. Your artist, your music, your link.